Hello Homo sapiens sapiens. I am Atharva Bhalerao. Do not ask my qualifications because I am yet in 10th standard. But today I have made a DIY gimbal. This is made up of Arduino, MPU6050, two servos and a jewelry box and a mobile box to hold this mechanism. You can make this at your home by getting this stuff and getting Arduino IDE, which is the Integral Development Environment, in your laptop.
These are the connections which you should do. Servo roll or the servo which will stabilize the x-axis should be connected to pin number 3 of the Arduino. Servo pitch which will control the y-axis of the servo should be connected to pin number 4 of the Arduino, and these are the MPU6050 connections. MPU6050 serial data line and serial clock line should be attached to A4 and analog input 4 and analog input 5 of Arduino Uno or whatever Arduino you are using.
Now we will learn I2C communication protocol. This I2C bus consists of two lines, serial data and serial clock line. The serial clock line synchronizes the data transfer from any master to slave or slave to master devices. So the communication occurs in such a way: if Arduino, the master device, wants to get something or some readings from say slave number 2, so 0x35 Arduino sends a message in such a way that it will say 0x23 slave device, give me your readings. And when the slave acknowledges it, then it then sends the data with the address of the Arduino. Or if it does not send the address, it might go to master number 2, which we can say, let's say, Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi has an address of 0x45, but if it does not put any address, it will go to any other master devices, but it wants to give to master device which is Arduino, so it has to put address from which it can reach the specific master device. By using 7-bit addressing in this communication protocol, we can put up to 128 devices in this same bus, and by using 10-bit addressing, we can put up to 1024 devices in this same I2C bus
With the code. For this you need I2C dev library, wire library, and MPU6050 library. So these are not included in the Arduino IDE, so you need to download them from GitHub. Then you have to go to Sketch, include library, and then click on add zip library. Wait for it. Yes, and choose your library from here and then open it. Okay, so once we have included these libraries, when we open file and sketchbook, or sorry, examples, then when we go down, we see that there will be a library named as MPU6050. So when you go there, open the MPU6050 DMP6 file. Let me open it. Open recent. Okay, it's not here. So open the MPU6050 DMP6 file, and it will give us, when you upload that in the Arduino, you will get readings of the MPU6050 of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, or yaw pitch roll, in degrees. Once you get those, you have to once you get those, you have to write those degrees in the servos so that it can stabilize a particular platform. So here, after defining the libraries, we define MPU6050 object, we define 4 servos. You can also define 2 if you want to save the space, as I tried to do three-dimensional, but I did not have materials. So these things enable the I2C communication protocol. These then these control the interrupt. Then here we define our setup. So here we are initializing the MPU 6050, and then after initializing it, we go to servo roll, servo pitch, and servo yaw. So we do not need yaw exactly, but still we will keep it. Next, first we have to write 90 degrees into them, so that we confirm that they are working. Then these things start the MPU 6050 and start getting reading. You might be wondering, what is this FIFO overflow? This FIFO overflow means that first in first out, the data incoming has been overflowed. So after that, here we get our so the actual readings of the MPU 6050 come in radians. So we convert them by multiplying it by 180 and dividing it by pi or 3.14. Then we write servo roll, write 1 into 90 minus servo drive roll plus roll offset, and same for the pitch. And then we print them on this print the degrees on the serial monitor, which is here, and you will see the results by which the gimbal works.